is never too late to start an anti-aging skincare routine. Hello, today I'm going to share with you how to build a beginner anti-aging skincare routine. Whether you're in your 30s and you're just seeing the first signs of aging, whether you're 50 like I was and woke up and realized you didn't even have a skincare routine and the signs of aging post-menopause were really starting to show up, or you're 60, 70, or 80, it is never too late to start an anti-aging skincare routine. This video is going to be helpful if you are down the rabbit hole of skincare and you're feeling very overwhelmed. We're going to simplify a morning routine and an evening routine so that it's easy for you to implement and that you get some benefits that are really going to start to show up on your skin. Now, I have a few tips for you that I had to learn the hard way. If you want to see all the mistakes I made when starting out in skincare, I will link that video here. But number one, you need to give your skincare time. This isn't going to be a miracle that happens in a month. You're probably going to see changes closer to 3 to 6 months. So tip number one is consistency. Realize skincare is a long-term game and make it part of your lifestyle. Number two, it's not just skincare. You have to get good sleep, you have to have decent nutrition, and you gotta exercise. I am a work in progress in all three of those. Make sure you include your neck and your décolleté. Or you could be like me, 2 years into the skincare game and realize you've neglected this area and you're playing catch up. Starting with the most basic anti-aging morning skincare routine, literally 2 steps. Cleanse your skin and put on a sunscreen. Honestly, it can be that simple. It cannot be underestimated the damage the UVA and UVB rays can cause to our skin. The photo-aging, the lines, the wrinkles, the collagen breakdown. Literally, most of our aging, aside from intrinsic aging, is due to the external bombardment of UVA and UVB rays. If you put on a sunscreen every day, over time, you are literally going to see improvements in your skin. So you can keep it as simple as cleansing and putting on a sunscreen. Now, the debate over cleansing, single cleanse, double cleanse, just rinse with water, that's completely up to you and honestly, your skin type. If you have dry skin like me, you're probably gonna be better off just rinsing off with a towel and lukewarm water in the morning and then moving on with the rest of your skincare routine. If you have oily skin, you might reach for a cleanser like the CeraVe SA cleanser, especially if you're breakout prone. Find a cleanser that's suited to your skin type. And in this video, I'm not going to be recommending products. I'll be showing products as examples. Down in the description, I'm going to put product recommendations by product type and then skin type. So you can easily sort through product recommendations down below in the description. I'll also link down in the description a link to my site. All you have to do is click the link and then go to the skincare tab. And under there, you will see all my skincare recommendations. I've put them in order of a skincare routine, so it should be really straightforward to follow. And also, you can always leave me a comment, and if you need a recommendation, I'm happy to help out. Back to building your morning skincare routine. If you want to go beyond cleansing and a sunscreen, you're going to add in a treatment step. The treatment step is going to address your skincare concern in the moment. It could be pigmentation, it could be fine lines and wrinkles, it could be brightness, and you're going to choose one product. If you start mixing in 2 and 3 products in a beginner skincare routine, you're not going to know which of these products is the one that's actually working. So pick a product, pick a concern, use it up, and assess after you've used the entire product whether your skin looks better. You can even take a picture. A before and after is always helpful. Is my skin changing? Is my skin not changing? It does take time to build a skincare routine, but if you take the time, you're gonna save money and you're gonna actually find products that work for you. Not every product or every ingredient is gonna work for everyone. If, for example, your number one concerns, like many of us who want some anti-aging benefits, are a little lightening and brightening, tackling some fine lines by boosting collagen, you might want to consider a vitamin C. Now, there's so many forms of vitamin C. You're going to want to pick one that is best for your skin type. I have built my way up to using L-ascorbic acid, which is the gold standard, which has clinically been shown to help brighten the skin, reduce fine lines, and help build collagen. But it may take you a while to get there, which leads me into, if you're starting to use actives for the first time, you're going to want to do a patch test, which means you're going to test it on your skin a little bit. You're going to leave it for 24 hours and see if you have a reaction to it. My first experience with L-ascorbic acid vitamin C was a flare-up. And the last thing you want to do when you're trying to get skincare under your belt is to have a flare-up, because it'll just set you back. So the key when you're introducing actives into your skincare is to go low and slow. If you want to start off with L-ascorbic acid, then make sure you find a formula that has a low percentage and do your patch test. If you know you have super tolerant skin, you might want to start off with a formula at the clinically recommended 15%, but that's not going to be for everyone. And some people can never tolerate L-ascorbic acid vitamin C, and there are derivatives that you can try. Again, I'm going to refer you down to my description box where you can check out each of these types of products that are suited for each skin type. Another anti-aging skin concern you might have is discoloration, liver spots, age spots, photo damage, whatever you want to call it, that pigmentation that you get on your skin that really ages the skin more than you might think. An even skin tone is going to look less aged than a skin tone that has a lot of modeling to it. Now, I'm not referring to melasma, which is an actual clinical medical diagnosis, which you really need to go in office to get diagnosed. I'm just talking about the photo damage that occurs over the years of sun exposure, and sometimes it's just intrinsic aging that some of us naturally produce more melanin in different areas, but you want to get a nice even skin tone. You want to find tyrosinase inhibitors, which is just a big fancy word for pigment busters. There's so many different formulas and so many different ingredients out there these days that help fight pigment. It can get overwhelming really quickly. You hear kojic acid, licorice root, tranexamic acid, and your mind is just like, just pick a formula that is designed to help fight pigment, and you kind of have to trust the process. You'll learn about ingredients slowly over time, and you'll learn what works for you. That's actually part of the fun of creating a skincare routine. So don't get wrapped up and overwhelmed by the ingredients. Just try something out, see if it works. If it doesn't work, move on to the next thing. Now that you've picked your treatment serum that addresses your skincare concern, and of course you can layer 2 treatment serums if you have 2 concerns and you want to tackle them at the same time. Again, that may complicate which one is working better for you, but you can make that choice. I started out with 1 serum, I tested how it worked, then I added 2 serums, and I kind of just went from there. And then I just learned about ingredients down the road and as I went along. The next step in your morning anti-aging skincare routine is going to be a moisturizer. Now, some people say you don't need a moisturizer. I feel if you're at the point where you are working on anti-aging skincare, you definitely need a moisturizer, a hydrator, something to help plump up those fine lines. It's amazing what a moisturizer can do for the skin. Now, of course, you're going to have to choose a moisturizer that's suited for your skin type. Not all moisturizers are going to sit well on oily skin, and not all moisturizers are going to be enough for really dry skin. So one of my favorites for oily skin is the Dew Gel Cream Moisturizer. So the idea, if you have oily skin, is to find a very lightweight gel formula. If you have super dry skin like I do, I love the Dew Instant Angels. This has been one of my holy grail moisturizers for, 3 years. I think it launched about 3 years ago, and I've been using it ever since. Another great find is the Dermatology moisturizer. This is their peptide night cream, but honestly, it's a mid-weight moisturizer that can be used for morning and night. So like I said, I honestly wouldn't skip the moisturizer if you are looking for an anti-aging skincare routine. Just plumping the skin up with humectants and a little bit of emollients can really make a big difference in the skin. You might even argue that your sunscreen formula has enough moisturizer in it that you can skip the moisturizer step, and that might be sunscreen formulas have come a long way. They even have antioxidants these days. In fact, many of them have nice emollient features, nice humectants, and antioxidants that would help you skip the moisturizing step. I have really dry skin, so I still need moisturizer before my sunscreen, but you might have more oily skin and you could totally skip the moisturizing step, which would bring your morning skincare routine down to a cleanse, a treatment, and then your sunscreen. Super simple, super easy, basic morning skincare routine. Building a simple anti-aging evening skincare routine, you're going to cleanse, you're going to treat, you're going to think, repair, rejuvenate, and renew. Overnight, our body is recovering from all the damage that happened during the day, and our skin is no different. So we're going to feed it the ingredients it needs to repair overnight. The first thing you're going to do is remove all the gunk, all the sunscreen, all the makeup from the day. A lot of people have gone to a double cleanse in the evening. Completely up to you. If you can get everything off in a single cleanse, no need to double cleanse. I prefer double cleanse because it usually takes me a little while to get my mascara off. Sometimes I use a micellar water or a balm cleanser first or an oil cleanse first. It really doesn't matter. Just make sure you get your mascara off and your makeup off, and then I come in with a more gentle cleanser. This particular cleanser I've been trying recently. This is the one by Dr. Idris, her new soft wash. I can do a single cleanse on most of my face, neck, and décolleté, and then I do come in with a second cleanse just around my mascara and my makeup area, and it rinses beautifully. It's completely up to you whether you do a single or a double. Just make sure you get all the sunscreen and all the makeup off so that your skincare that you're going to be putting on next is going to actually work, get into your skin to help renew and repair. Again, the second step is your treatment step, where you address your skincare concern. Now, you're gonna say, I have 3 or 4 concerns. Yes, that's possibly true, but I highly encourage you to pick your biggest concern and tackle that first. Then once again, you'll know what product is working, and then you could slowly add to your skincare routine. The biggest problem that I felt I had at 50 when I first started skincare was a very sallow look to my skin. It looked kind of tough and rough. And so I incorporated an exfoliant. And honestly, if you've never had a skincare routine and you're around my age at 50 and starting your skincare routine, a chemical exfoliant can be really powerful. Now you might think, ooh, chemical exfoliant or adding acids onto my skin, that sounds really scary. I felt that way too. But you choose the acid based on your skin type, and you go low and slow, and you do your patch tests, and you do a little bit at a time. You start with 1 day a week, then move up to 2 days a week, and then 3 days a week, and you will slowly start to see your skin brighten, and it will look so much better. I cannot tell you how powerful using a chemical exfoliant on a regular basis changed the look of my skin. It was no longer sallow and yellow. It had a glow to it. I'm going to put up a chart right here on how to choose a chemical exfoliant based on your skin type. And just follow this guide. I'll also leave a link to a short blog post that I made about this, so you can pick out a chemical exfoliant that is best suited for your skin type. I started with lactic acid because that's for mature skin. So it brightened my skin, it helped exfoliate my skin, and it was a game changer. And it really gave me a glow back to my skin. Now, if I were to add a second treatment in my evening routine, it would be a vitamin A for anti-aging benefits. I'm sure you've all heard of the power of retinoids or vitamin A's. I'm not going to do a deep dive into all the different types of retinoids, but adding a vitamin A into your evening routine is also game-changing. And there are tons of studies out there that show the clinical benefits of incorporating a vitamin A into your evening skincare routine. Now, both vitamin A and chemical exfoliants are not recommended to use together in a beginner routine. You want to alternate them, and this is kind of a bump up from beginner routine. This is kind of a beginner plus routine. If you're going to incorporate these two types of ingredients into your evening skincare routine, you're going to want to use one night and one another night. Putting them together will probably highly irritate your skin, and it will set you back on your anti-aging skincare goals. So try a chemical exfoliant once a week and try a retinoid once a week. See how you go. If you're dying to try both of them, make sure you use them on separate nights. Go low 1 day a week, then work your way up. The first type of retinoid that I used was a prescription formula, and my skin got so irritated. There's so many different retinoids and retinoid derivatives out there that these days you can find one that's suited for your skin type. Go low, go slow. Another option is to reach out to an online pharmacy in your country, which follows the regulations and laws in your country, and have a professional help guide you through the process. The last step in your evening skincare routine is going to be a moisturizer, once again based on your skin type. It's going to help seal everything in, and it can also help buffer the retinoid or vitamin A that you're using so that it's not quite so irritating. So that is a wrap up of how to create a beginner skincare routine, morning and evening routine. If you have any questions, drop a comment down below. If you've enjoyed this video, definitely like, subscribe, and click that notification bell so you don't miss my next upload. And if you have a friend that might benefit from this video, consider passing it along. Building a beginner skincare routine can be pretty daunting, and I want to be able to help you guys simplify things. Again, if you have any questions, drop a comment down below. Thanks very much for watching and wishing you all a fantastic day.